Today, I want to introduce you to a different perspective, one that you might not have considered before. The individuals we need to pay close attention to right now at this moment are Kwon Young-se. The problem isn't just that they have made a few pro-China remarks here and there. There are mounting pieces of evidence suggesting that they might have financial and political ties with China that go beyond mere words. Today, rather than rely on vague accusations or emotional arguments, we will analyze the hard facts and uncover what's really going on. Let's start by taking a closer look at Kwon Young-se and his history. From 2013 to 2015, he served as South Korea's ambassador to China. That's an important position with a lot of influence. But here's where things get really interesting, almost too strange to ignore. His family members, more specifically his brother and brother-in-law, were actively involved in business ventures in China during this time. Despite the fact that their business supposedly failed, there were allegations that they have received a massive sum of 20 billion Korean won, approximately 15 million USD. 잠깐만. If a business fails, shouldn't it result in financial losses? Isn't that how the real world works? However, in this case, the business collapsed, yet they somehow managed to walk away with 20 billion Korean won. Does that make any sense to you? Tell me if that doesn't sound suspicious. Go ahead, I'll wait. Did Kwon Young-se leverage his position as South Korea's ambassador to China to facilitate business opportunities for his family? In what kind of world does a failed business result in a massive financial gain? Can anyone explain that? Was there any hidden connection between Kwon Young-se's family and either the Chinese government or major Chinese corporations? Now, if this were just an ordinary businessman, maybe we could chalk it up to dumb luck or generous settlement. But let's not forget, this man wasn't just any businessman. He was South Korea's official ambassador to China, a diplomat entrusted with protecting national interests. At this point, it's hard to see this as just business. It raises serious questions about whether he was using his official diplomatic position for personal financial gain. And if that's not enough to make you suspicious, I don't know what is. Some of you might be thinking, well, aren't these interactions just part of maintaining diplomatic relations with China? But when you take a closer look at their history of interactions, it becomes questionable whether their engagements were purely diplomatic. Kwon Young-se met with the CEO of a Chinese investment firm. Maintaining diplomatic relations is important, and nobody is denying that. However, isn't it suspicious that these so-called diplomatic interactions come with significant political donations and business ties? Did they use their ties with China to maintain their political power and influence? Was Chinese money actively fueling their political influence in South Korea? Is this not just about being pro-China, but rather a direct political connection with Chinese interests? And this isn't just something we're pointing out. Kwon Young-se's pro-China stance has been a topic of controversy even within Kuminihim itself. In December 2024, when Kwon Young-se was appointed the interim leader of Kuminihim, there was internal opposition. Even within the party, criticisms emerged that Kwon Young-se is too close to China. Now let's ask the real question. Are these just pro-China tendencies, or are they actually under direct political influence from China? Kwon Young-se's family was involved in a business in China during his time as ambassador, and they reportedly received 20 billion Korean won despite their project failing. Despite internal controversies about their pro-China stance, they continue to hold key positions within Kuminihim. Now, what do you think? Does this all seem like a coincidence? This is no longer just about being pro-China. This is a serious issue that demands our attention.